sometimes you see things on the internet and you want them to be true so badly because you just do not like whatever person that the thing is about, or it feeds into your own bias, and you just want that thing to be true so badly that it is very hard to see that you are being lied to. But that is what I would like to think the differences between us and MAGA. We can look at something and laugh about it while also acknowledging that it's not true, even though we wish it were. MAGA looks at something, they laugh about it, and they swear out on their grandma's head that that thing is true. They do not acknowledge the fact that they are being lied to. And I think that that is the difference, the big difference between people who follow facts and people who just like to be lied to because it makes them feel better. This is what I'm talking about. This image right here was circulating on Instagram. I saw a video of it. A video from an Instagram influencer that I follow and I appreciate. Like, they do good stuff. But they remixed another video that was talking about this image. This image is supposed to be Bone Spurs' report card from Fordham University. Bone Spurs went to Fordham University in 1964. I'm sorry. He went to college before black people had rights. And he wants to talk about Joe Biden being old? I digress. But he went to Fordham College. Now, you guys don't hear 47 talk about Fordham College very much because it was kind of a throughway before he ended up going to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. He don't talk about Fordham very much because Fordham was basically his 2-year college to enter the 4-year college kind of situation. But that image is circulating around Instagram, and someone did a video on it talking about how he only had a 1.28 GPA, how he failed statistics, how he only got a D in English 102, which is like one class up from introductory English. He got a D+ in that. How he got C- in intro to management, microeconomics, and managerial finance. Like, according to that report card, it was bad, okay? My man loves the uneducated bad. Now, as funny as that is, and as true as it would seem given his ability to string sentences together, you want that to be true, right? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, when I saw that, for a split second, I was like, yeah, that tracks. But of course, y'all know that I like to do research before I do my videos. And I'm like, let me just make sure, before I go picking on my man, let me make sure that this is real. It's not. It's not real. Snoop's debunked it. A couple of other places debunked it. For one, this report card made a mistake. The address on the report card is a real address, and a real address that Trump lived in. But he only lived in that address from birth to 4 years old. So he would not have been at that address when he went to college. Now, when he was 4, his parents moved apparently right down the street where he lived with them until he went to boarding school, and he came back to live with them and was living with them as he was going to Fordham College. But that is not the address that was on that card. That's one mistake. Also, Snoop's actually got in touch with a spokesperson at Fordham, and they pretty much confirmed that no, that is not a legitimate report card. But there may be a reason why this actually started circulating, and it's not as new as I thought it was. This has actually been circulating from Bone Spurs' first term. I just didn't see it until now. Taking the lesson that just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Now, one reason why this might have been thrown into circulation, other than the fact that it's hilariously funny, is because Michael Cohen, who testified in front of the House Oversight Committee, told the Oversight Committee under oath that he had written letters to Bone Spurs' previous schools warning them not to put out any of his academic information. Now, my question is, if you are so proud of your academic information, why not put it out? Is it because you really did have a 1.28 GPA? As much as I would not be surprised by this at all, I still have to stress that that particular story in this particular image is fake. But man, he went through great lengths to try to make sure that his academic record never hit the newspapers. But it wasn't long after those letters had gone out, and after it was known that those letters had gone out, that this image started circulating. So it was definitely done to spike 47. It was done to make him angry. It's absolutely hilarious. But I do not want people going around thinking that that image was a real image. It's not. And the beauty of being on the side of facts is that we can have a good time with it without actually indoctrinating ourselves in the lies. We can know it's a lie and still laugh about it because it could be true, and he refuses to show the evidence otherwise. But this is a lesson. Once again, I did another video about this. Do your research. Look things up. Yes, it's funny, and yes, it feeds into your biases, and yes, his GPA might not have been much off of that 1.28, but it is important to get the facts. It is important to know the facts. Facts are friends. And the fact that people have spent so much time avoiding the facts because of their own feelings, their own beliefs, their own preconceived notions about people, religions, skin colors, sexual orientations, who people want to be and who they feel they are. All of these things are in jeopardy because people refuse to see the facts over their own feelings. It is important that we also check ourselves when it comes to that same thing. Because if we fall into it, nobody is going to be there to pull us out.